something for, like I said, you got a group, you're getting together by the fire. You've got anywhere from intermediate to even experienced drinkers. Then I think this is something that all of them could appreciate.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Bourbon Theory. I'm Josh.
I'm Bill.
And today we have Jim Beam, Winter Reserve.
Yeah. So I wanted to do this one, and I noticed that these were out. There's this one, and then there's Sunshine Blend. So these are inexpensive bottles. I think both of them are less than $30 a piece. And they were getting some play. And so I said, you know what, let's pick these up and let's give them a try. And so I tried this one without Josh. We picked it up on the Kentucky trip. And I decided, you know what,
everything
I want to try it. I did not. Couldn't drink that much. Well, I could. But anyway, I said, you know what, I want to try this because if there's a time to release this video, it's probably now, so that people can get it and understand what it is and know a bit more about it. So, and after tasting it, I was intrigued, and I thought, yes, this is the perfect time of year for this bourbon. So
it's 6 years old, and it's finished in a toasted barrel.
Yes.
And it, based on the side label over here, this looks like this is a blend of things that come from their Claremont and their Frankfurt warehouses.
So this is, it is 6 years old. So that means the youngest barrel that's in here is 6 years old.
Tons of cinnamon.
Yes.
Clove, really.
Yes. This is a very
crazy.
Fall. I mean, this is a fall blend.
Yeah.
I'm not a pumpkin spice person, but if there was a time of year for this bourbon, it is right now. And again, it's an inexpensive bourbon to pick up. This would go great in your eggnog at Christmas.
I mean, clove is definitely the main note.
And again, this is not flavored. When we say finish, it's only the finish because it was in a toasted white oak barrel. So this is still bourbon. It's not flavored. It's not anything like that in any way.
Only 84 proof. I mean, this has a really, make a candle out of that.
Yeah. It's got a great nose on it.
Yeah.
Wow. It's like a flavor bomb.
Lots of vanilla.
Vanilla.
Cinnamon. Still clove.
Mm-hmm. That clove spice.
It's really vanilla, cinnamon, and clove.
Yeah. I haven't picked up the oak yet, but we'll go for another sip to get that.
There's a little tiny bit of dryness on the finish.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, that toasted comes through there with a bit of dryness from the barrel.
Yeah. You're not going to get too much oak from an 84 proof.
The longer it sits, the more that clove spice comes through.
It's not lasting that long for me.
No, but it's as the other ones wash away, that clove is what remains for me.
Yeah, this one's pretty much gone as of right now.
Imagine this in a smoked old fashioned.
I don't think it's proofy enough to stand up to. That's the only thing. When you mix.
For us, yes.
For the average drinker.
Right.
No.
So we have to remember that as we do things. This is not an A+ pour by any means. I think for me, it was more about the time of year and what it represents. So I think this is one you could pour, neat pours of. This would probably sit well with a cube in it as a pour around the fire.
And make it a big cube so it doesn't melt that fast.
Well, again, for most people outside of us.
Look, 84 proof. 4 proof points lower, and you're still only calling it bourbon by a little. If it's lower than 80 proof, it's not bourbon. Cannot be bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
So if you poured this over ice, like not a big cube of ice, that's going to melt.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to kill the flavor that's there.
It was still bourbon when you poured it, but
make it a big cube. They melt slower.
Slower, yeah. So I'm just, thinking about if you're sitting around by the fireplace, or you're sitting around by the solo stove on the deck, or you're sitting around by the fire ring, or you're doing something like that. I think this is a great fall winter pour for your beginner to moderate, intermediate bourbon drinker, and even someone who's jaded like me can pick up on what's in here and understand where this has its place. Like I said, put it into an eggnog. I think this would be great. Added to your coffee in the morning, this would be pretty good.
Half coffee, half bourbon.
Don't get out there in rush hour.
This is, for what it is, and it's 6 years old too, which is, and I don't know if you can see the color.
And some of that, it's got a dark brown label on
but
it. So
up here at the top,
yeah,
where that's not affected by it, that's a nice dark.
Yeah.
Nice dark.
It is.
Color to it.
And again, for $30 or less.
Yeah. Get it while it's out there.
Right.
Because it's not, they obviously limited production. It's called Winter Reserve. It's not going to be around forever.
And they have another one that's called Sunshine Blend, and I think that's would be great in the summertime. It's that what they went for on the notes of that one is more that citrus, and when you nose it and you smell it, it feels like fresh and outdoor and fluffy, type of thing. So sometimes you got to look at the lower shelf pours and see what's out there and why you would want to take a look at them. And I think that this is one that we could put out there and say, this is a C pour.
Yeah.
It's just a solid C. And part of that is the price of it that puts it where it's at. This is not something I would sip all the time, just because I like a higher proof and I like more interesting and I like, things like that.
But your average drinker,
yes,
this would be a bottle that I would recommend.
And if you're looking for something for, like I said, you got a group, you're getting together by the fire, you've got anywhere from intermediate to even experienced drinkers, then I think this is something that all of them could appreciate. So that's my 2 cents worth.
I'd agree with them.
That you got for free. Except for like and subscribe.
Please.
It's the only cost, and it was free.
That it is.
And if you tried it, give us a comment. If you decide to try it after seeing this or something else, come back. You can always come back to the video and then leave us a comment and go, "Whew, that thing sucked." Or, "Hey, you know what? You were right."
Yeah, if you want to,
I found a place for it.
If you want to pull up your TV, your computer, an extra phone, and just put our videos on repeat when you go to work or something, we wouldn't say no.
No, watch hours are watch hours. No.
But yeah, guys, thanks for being here with us. Tell your friends.
Hey, when
hit
you
that
share
notification bell if you want to see more of us.
When you share this with your friends, share where you heard about it.
So, guys, as always, thanks for being here with us.
And like good bourbon, our videos get better with time.
And please take care of yourselves.